What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and today's topic will be Eder Militao, because the Spanish newspapers are reporting that Liverpool are very keen on signing Eder Militao on a loan, and Real Madrid said that they are considering letting Militao go on a short-term 6-month loan deal because he is surplus to requirements at the moment. He just can't get into the Real Madrid team. He has only played mainly in the cup games, and Liverpool would be the perfect solution for Militao, for Liverpool and for Real Madrid as well. And Real Madrid's assistant manager Davide Bertone said, as Zinedine Zidane, the boss, says, until the transfer window is open, anything could happen. Right now we have a squad, we are happy with the players, but then we will see. And Real Madrid already loaned out Martin Odegaard to Arsenal, Luka Jovic to Frankfurt, his former club, and they are also thinking about letting Eder Militao and other players leave, Odriozola and Isco as well. And I'm so happy that finally Liverpool are in the market for a centre-back. It took both Matip and Fabinho to get injured at the same time, and we still don't have a proper diagnosis for Matip's ankle ligament injury. Some people are saying, like the Mirror newspaper, that Matip could be back before the Brighton game, just like Fabinho. Others say that this could be a serious ankle injury and Matip could be out for a month or two. We don't know that yet, but as soon as I get that information I will tell you guys. And Eder Militao is still only 23 years old, but he's already a pretty experienced player. He played for FC Porto before, he played in the Champions League, and now he played for Real Madrid in the La Liga and in the Champions League, and he could come into Liverpool and have a massive point to prove. He would want to show the world that he is good enough on this level, because he hasn't really gotten a proper chance at Real Madrid to showcase his talents, and he has still a huge potential. So I think Eder Militao would be, as I said, the perfect solution. He would cost around £2 to £3 million to just loan him in until the end of the season, and Liverpool have to do some kind of deal like this, in my opinion. We just can't go with Henderson and Reece Williams or Nathaniel Phillips for the remainder of the season, because both Fabinho and Matip sometimes pick up injuries, and that's not ideal at all. I think Eder Militao would be one of the best options. We are still looking for centre-backs. Liverpool have a 10 to 12 man shortlist, and we have been linked with a whole host of players. And Liverpool already played against Eder Militao when we met Porto in the Champions League in 2019. And Fabrizio Romano said that Liverpool are looking at 10 to 12 different centre-backs, and they will need to decide who is the perfect candidate. In terms of Sven Botman, he's a player that the Liverpool board likes and appreciates, and they are scouting him. He has been amazing this season for Lille, so we are talking about a good player that Liverpool are looking at for the future. And some reports in Spain are saying that Liverpool are also open to selling Adrian, because we have one slot available for a non-homegrown player for the second half of the Premier League season. If we register Van Dijk, we still have one slot open, and if Adrian takes that slot, I think that's not a good idea. And also Liverpool need to generate some funds in the January transfer window, so the way we could do it is if we sell Adrian in the January transfer window. We are open to offers according to this report, because we have Alisson, we have Kevin Kelleher, sorry, I just learned his name, how to pronounce it, and Adrian is open to a move away from Liverpool, because he's at the moment third choice in the goalkeeping pecking order, and at his age he doesn't really want to sit on the bench, because he's 34 years old and he needs to play. We have been also linked with a New York Red Bull centre-back Aaron Long, who is the captain of the USA national team. Peter O'Rourke has tweeted this out, that we are considering a loan move for the USA captain. He is 28 years old, but he has never played in Europe, he has never played in the Premier League, so I'm not sure how good this loan move would be. And Jurgen Klopp also revealed that Joe Gomez has a chance to come back before the end of the season. This is what he said. Joe Gomez is actually in a pretty good place, but far away from from being back. So he walks around, he looks completely normal. He's not yet out on the pitch running or even out of the gym. It's just a really tough injury as well to recover from. Will he be available this season? When does the season end? In May? It will be close, at least, I would say. I don't expect Gomez to be back by May, but I would be surprised and positively if he would be back this season, to be honest. And Jurgen Klopp also admitted that it will be difficult to find the perfect solution for our centre-back problems in terms of both cost and playing style. In an ideal world, Jurgen Klopp said, it would be that the short-term solution is also the long-term solution as well. Wow, that would be great. I don't know if we can do that, but we will see. You know the situation with centre-halves out there. You know the clubs where the centre-halves are playing. Everyone is talking about them. Tell me if one of these clubs needs the money and needs to sell a player. And if they need money, then they want crazy money. I don't understand it as a football fan. You can sit at home and think Liverpool have to do something. But that's not how it works. We see the situation. We lost probably two of the best centre-halves in the whole market in a period of 6 or 7 weeks for the whole season, and that's massive. Then you have to find solutions in that moment. The winter transfer market opens and everyone says, now you can do something. And we try, we see the situation, we don't close our eyes, but while we are doing that, we have to find solutions and play football, and that is what we do. We have played some football, maybe some less good football as well. To play your best season, you need to be lucky, you need luck with injuries. For us, the situation is like this. We are not lucky in these moments, but still everyone expects us to play our best season, so that's okay. But we also have to find the solution to win the next football game and make the season as special as possible. That is what we try to do. And I also have a very interesting interview with the former Liverpool head physio, Dave Galley, who doesn't believe that Virgil van Dijk will play again this season. He said on a Liverpool podcast that the ACL injury is an injury that has been around a long time, but a few years ago it was that if you tore your ACL, that was it, you were finished. Initially it meant a trip to Richard Stedman over in the United States, but slowly more and more surgeons in this country, in England, have taken up the mantle doing the same operation. ACL injuries are getting more and more prevalent these days, but the surgery is getting better and better. 8 to 9 months is right for a player to have a decent recovery, and a lot of players will recover in that time scale, but it is the following 12 to 18 months where you can get a recurrence, and that is where you need to get the leg as strong as possible in every aspect. And yeah, that's I think the most crucial part, to strengthen the muscles around the anterior cruciate ligament so it withstands any pressure, any impact that it would get on a football pitch. And John Barnes said that Liverpool can't really go out and buy a 50 million centre-back right now. He said it would be nice if Liverpool could address the centre-back issue, but these are not usual times when you can just go out and spend 50 million on a player to address positional shortages. You don't know what's going to happen with COVID, and from a financial point of view, you don't know what the future holds either. Maybe Liverpool would feel it irresponsible to spend a lot of money right now, and I don't see any club spending a lot of money. I don't think they would get the best set of centre-backs to change the way they play in the January transfer window anyway, but if they felt that they could do that, then I'm sure they will. We are not asking about, that's just my opinion, we are not asking about Liverpool to go out and spend 50 million on a centre-back, but there are so many players available on a loan or as a free transfer who could be better solutions than Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. Eder Militao, Issa Diop, one of those two, I would absolutely love to see Liverpool sign one of those two players. Even Sven Botman could be available for 20-25 million, and that's not a big financial risk to spend 20 million, because then you don't have to sign another centre-back in the summer. So that's my opinion. But John Barnes also said when Virgil van Dijk came and played alongside the centre-backs like Gomez or Lovren, he calmed them down. No matter how they performed without him, with Van Dijk they showed their true value. It's the same with Reece Williams. I'm sure if Van Dijk was playing alongside him, he would have been much calmer against Manchester United, which would have helped the situation. when we lost 3-2. However, for Reece Williams to play alongside a midfield player who is not a centre-back puts him under even more pressure. Young players coming into this team shouldn't be under that sort of pressure, but they are because of the whole current circumstances. If you look at Trent Alexander-Arnold when he first came to Liverpool, to a good side, he played his role with confidence. He was not under pressure and she showed his worth. You wouldn't want a young player to come into a team that's not doing particularly well and think they are going to change that, and that's actually a good point. Of course, Liverpool are missing Van Dijk in more ways than one, not just on the pitch but off the pitch. His leadership and everything is very, very crucial. And Rio Ferdinand are saying that Liverpool are risking the whole season and derailing the whole season if they don't sign a centre-back in the January transfer window. He said it's a huge gamble if Liverpool don't invest, either purchase a centre-back or get one in on loan. It has the potential to derail Liverpool's whole season. Not having these centre-backs in place doesn't only affect the centre-back area, but you are taking players out of the midfield who are integral to this team's success, and that's true. Fabinho and Henderson not playing in midfield is a huge loss, but thankfully with Thiago and Milner in top form, we somehow mitigated that a little bit against Tottenham. But that's the big question: can we do that in the long run? Can we sustain winning Premier League games regularly, consistently, without Fabinho and Henderson in midfield? That remains to be seen. The last 1.5 months before the Tottenham game says no, but previously it says yes, so I'm not sure. And John Barnes also said that Liverpool are back in the title race after the magnificent Tottenham win. He said it was more like it against Tottenham from Liverpool, only more like it in terms of scoring goals. As you saw against Burnley, even when Liverpool lost to Man United 3-2, we had been getting forward, creating chances, playing in the same way. When you analyze the game, if you take the goals out, you would say we were creating chances, we are playing well, we are defending well, but we are not winning. Then you can say as long as we are doing the same thing, we will come good. Of course, with Mane, Salah and Firmino, they went through a blip, but they haven't all of a sudden become bad players. The only difference between the win over Tottenham and the games against Burnley and Man United is that Liverpool actually scored. It was a good game for us. Hopefully now people will say, I never thought we were out of the title race and I never thought we would have a problem. It was a bit of a blip and now we are still 4 points off top, but Man City have a game in hand. And I don't agree with John Barnes in the part where he says the only difference between the Burnley and the Man United Premier League games and the Tottenham game was that Liverpool took their chances. We didn't play as well against Burnley and as well against Man United as we did against Tottenham. I think against Tottenham we played some of the best football of the season and we created so many more clear chances than against Burnley or Man United or even Newcastle. So I think that Liverpool are still in the title race, but only just. And I mean, I expect Man City to beat Sheffield United and just to extend their lead at the top of the table. And even Leicester and Man United are ahead of Liverpool. The good news for Liverpool is that we have West Ham and Brighton next. And if we can win those two games, that's a big if. But if we can win those two games, we will be in full confidence against Man City. And I think I think we have to beat Manchester City if we want to win the title. Because if they still are 7 points clear after coming to Anfield, then that will be very, very difficult to claw back a 7-point deficit with like 16 or 15 games to go. That's a lot, considering how good Man City have been. Their defense is impenetrable, basically. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments below, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.